Welcome back to the show, everybody. We got a great one lined up for you today. Casino Coin says they have some big announcements and some big things coming soon. We'll keep an eye on that. NFTs, what about semi-fungible tokens, though? We're going to get into that. Wholesale mortgage company to accept Bitcoin for payments. We'll tell you who. Fidelity makes long-term bet on Bitcoin. How about the Fed and the digital dollar? The U.S. lawmakers, rather, are urging the CFTC and the SEC to come together and sort out this mess. Who controls and who regulates what? XRP lawsuit. We have some new testimony from William Hinman deposition, and it is explosive. We will cover that. And Dark Defender tells us what's going on with XRP price. Somebody roll that beautiful intro.
This is Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Subscribe for new content notifications. Now, here's Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. You can follow me on Twitter at BackupBradleyAbove and everything that we're talking about here today. Let's take a look and just refresh for a quick second here because it looks like absolutely more money is leaving the market here this morning. Cryptocurrency market cap is off by almost 5% this morning. So I think we can understand where price is also, right? 1 second. Okay, excuse me. So when we look at this, I look at that number every morning and say, well, if the number's down, if the number is down, then we know that it's a great chance that the market is down, right? I'm no technical analyst, and that's why we use so many of the technical analysts out here. But right now we're at 110 for price, and it looks to me like we could see that 109 or as low as $1 or 89 cents where we back test the support that we've had previously. So I'm not freaking out. I don't know about you, but that to me really helps to understand this from the technical experts out here. Let's go ahead and get into the news this morning. So Casino Coin says this August stars don't look bigger, they look brighter. Hope you all are ready for liftoff for a closer look at them very soon. Well, we certainly are, William Sean Carberry. We are very excited to hear what Casino Coin is up to. You guys know I hold Casino Coin. I've been a fan, not financial advice. Let's get into this right here. We know what NFTs are, but what are semi-fungible tokens, right? Now, let's just quickly take a look at this because we got a lot to get into with this William Hinman stuff here. Another way to understand this is to imagine a semi-fungible token owning a token that represented a concert ticket to see the Beatles' last ever performance. The ticket would have face value and could be exchanged for another identical concert ticket provided it was the same band on the same date in the same seating area. Once the concert ended, the token representing the ticket would then become a collectible memorabilia and have entirely new value. It would also mean that the token could no longer be exchanged for a valid concert ticket of the same initial face value to see a different band. I think that's a great way to understand a semi-fungible token. There's going to be more of these categories exploding as we move forward in the development of the space. And as you know, non-fungible tokens hit the market in a bash. I mean, they came onto the market and it was huge. I mean, they had the number up here somewhere in the article, and I forgive me, I can't find. Oh, here it is. So non-fungible tokens showed sales surge to over 2.4 billion in the first quarter. How about that one? So, I mean, you know, that's what's so amazing about this space to me is that we are watching new things, innovation, new products be created every single day. It's amazing. And we're seeing new strides happen here. This is the leading mortgage lender in the U.S. United Wholesale Mortgage has announced a plan to accept Bitcoin for payments. Well, it doesn't stop there because it keeps getting bigger. Gene Simmons, who told us just the other day he made a big, long play on Bitcoin. Well, so has Fidelity. That Fidelity makes a long-term bet on Bitcoin. And Bitcoin and cryptocurrency news, advice, analysis, more. You can check it out. But 90% of Fidelity's biggest clients have been asking about Bitcoin, and now they want to open up the space to retail. It's getting bigger. It's getting much bigger. All of this is going to need the assistance of a digital dollar from the United States Treasury and the Fed. right? And I just want to highlight here in this article because it marks that the 50th anniversary of the birth of fiat currency, or a currency that depends on the faith in the Federal Reserve and not in the gold standard, like most 50th anniversaries. This one shows the celebrant worse for wear, and the almighty dollar is facing a raft of challenges from other supranational currency powerhouses such as China, from a giant technology companies that understand they would exercise even more market clout if they controlled not just what we buy and sell, but also how we pay for it. If the Fed doesn't quickly redefine the dollar to reflect its rapid digitalization by other hands, central banks will join shopping malls on the long list of complacent category leaders felled by agile competitors. How about that one? Whoa. U.S. lawmakers at the same time are urging CFT and the SEC to form a joint working group on digital assets. And all of this is to deal with who should have the oversight over what. And obviously, we know that a 2018 ruling from a federal judge had ruled that the CFTC is to regulate all virtual currencies as commodities. I just don't understand the confusion here. Looking right here, the plaintiffs assert that the DPP, which is the deliberative privilege process, falls under critical governmental privilege. It is designed to promote quality of agencies' decisions by preserving and encouraging candid discussions between officials. Now, when I look at this, you know that this is all speaking to the Ripple case, right? And it just gets bigger and deeper right here. I'm not kidding you. So look at this. William Hinman told Ripple that XRP was a security and urged the company to halt its sales. What? Okay, now this is a first on this one. Let's go down into it. William Hinman, the former director of the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission's Division of Corporate Finance, told Ripple that it had to stop selling XRP since he considered the cryptocurrency to be an unregistered security. During his deposition, the former SEC official claimed that he had warned the San Francisco-based company that it had to put an end to the sales in order to come into compliance. Frankly, the one I recall the most clearly is probably the one where XRP came in with a person who had my position before me, as well as an enforcement counsel. They were interested in, is there a way to restructure what we're doing to bring it within compliance of the securities law? And the first thing I said to them was, you're continuing to offer XRP without any kind of restrictions that would apply as a securities offering. If you want to come into compliance, you have to stop doing that. And they understood that. Wow. The SEC's claims that Ripple cannot find evidence of the supposed market confusion that is at the core of the company's fair notice defense. This could be explosive right here. Hinman's hotly contested deposition, part of which has now become public, took place on July 27th after the court made an unorthodox decision to authorize it due to a huge public interest in the case. In recent letter to Magistrate Judge Sarah Netburn, the SEC is asking the judge to deny access to the regulator's privileged internal and interagency communications, claiming that they are not relevant to aiding and abetting claims. Now, this gets much deeper because of the decision about Ethereum. You know, you think to yourself, well, that is a very damning and explosive piece of, information to the fair notice defense, except for the fact that the same person went to the podium and said that Ethereum was not a security, and we know that they did an initial coin offering. Now, there is the inconsistency here, and that is the importance of William Hinman and his testimony. This is not over by a long shot. Jeremy Hogan shares here, he says, a comment from the deposition here. He says, the first thing I said to them was, you're continuing to offer Ripple without any kind of restrictions. That would apply as a securities offering. If you want to come into compliance, you have to stop doing that. And so I was only half joking. So that, to me, is pretty crazy. Now, here is another one from Jeremy Hogan from the deposition here. He says, if we're doing something wrong, how can we fix it? Ripple asks. Hinman says, you can't. Just stop selling XRP until we get our lawsuit finished. And Ripple said, that's extremely unhelpful. Hinman said, I'll be more helpful when I get back into the private practice. Call me then. What? What kind of nonsense is that? I got to be honest, that's horrible. This just gets bigger, deeper, and uglier here. And I think, honestly, all of this deposition, however explosive the comments are from William Hinman, the lack of clarity or consistency to rule from the SEC or from William Hinman. Now, William Hinman will lay on the fact that the remarks I made about Ethereum were my personal opinions. However, the SEC took those personal opinions and rolled them into their approach to digital assets broadly. And they spoke, and Jay Clayton spoke as the chair of the SEC, claiming that Ethereum was not a security. And so did William Hinman. He said, we at the SEC, there are many different video clips where you can see him say these things and adopt that opinion that he had personally from the chair of the SEC. There's a problem with this going forward, and it's not over by a long shot, I don't believe. This is a price reflection of where we are, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dark Defender. He says, an update for today is not much different than yesterday. As we predicted, XRP started to Elliott Wave 2, and we can see a jump towards $1.20 sooner due to the nature of this correction. However, this wave can touch 93 cents to 83 cents by backtesting support. Then the Elliott Wave 3 rode to $3 in short term. Oh, we like hearing that. Who doesn't like hearing that? I know I do. Look, before I get out of here, I want to show you, keep an eye on this stuff on Link2. You got to be an accredited investor, but I'll tell you something. There's a lot of you out here, and there's a lot more of you out here that don't realize that you actually are. Contact them, go through the process, and see how close you are, and you may be surprised that you actually are accredited. 11 a.m. Eastern time is the time to look out for these things when they list on the board. Right now, there's Link2. You see Uphold, Kraken, and Ripple are currently sold out, but I would check back at 11. That's going to do it for me. Make sure you guys hit the like and subscribe, leave a comment below, share with somebody you know. Check out all the links in the description box and the comment section. They are trusted products and services that I use each and every day, and they are vetted, trusted links. I'll catch all of you on the next one.